What is up, you guys? My name is BlitzVersion1, and welcome back yet again for another fantastic episode of Reaction Week. It is now the month of September, and I'm about to turn 31. Be a 31-year-old YouTuber that doesn't even have 500 subscribers yet. But you guys can help with that by just sharing these videos with your friends, your family, anybody you think might need a laugh, or if you just, share them with people in general. I mean, share them on Facebook, share the links, share whatever. Share them. Just share it all around, because that's how YouTubers actually get started. You guys are doing amazing, and you guys are actually helping this channel a lot. Last thing I knew, I was doing the 300 subscriber milestone, or the 200 subscriber milestone, one of those milestones. And I said straight up that I won't do another milestone until I hit. I was thinking about waiting until I hit 1,000, but I think I might do one for when I hit 500, because I think I'm getting close to that. So you guys can help push for that. If you guys want to give me any ideas for what you guys want me to do for like a subscribers extravaganza for 500 subscribers, stuff like that. I might do something really interesting for the 1,000 subscriber mark. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It's still a long ways away unless you guys help push that even sooner than I think. So, what I want for my birthday, you guys, just share the word, share the channel, share everything you wish to share. Of course, tell your friends how and hit those ding-a-ling-ling bells as well, because I do upload every single day. And also, you guys know by now that I've been playing a lot of Destiny with my brother and my friends online. Well, I'm finally able to play a little bit of online game with people, so I'm gonna take every opportunity I can. My brother's actually took off to go to North Carolina to work, so I've been taking a little break from Destiny 2. I know the solstice ends in another week. Ends on Tuesday, it ends not this week, upcoming week, but Tuesday of next week, or something like that. Anyway. So I know the solstice is about to end. I still need 10 Gambit matches, and I still need to do all the stuff for the next level tier, and that's not going to happen because my internet will not support me to be able to play Gambit. I've tried. We've tried bootleg. We've tried holding on to Kevin's internet and bringing us into a Gambit, and it's never worked. We keep getting kicked. That's fine. I have crap internet. I know in the future I'm going to change it all. Anyway, getting on to the point of this deal. I was on my news bar on my phone when I swipe over to the left and it shows off random news things. I saw a theory that in Beyond Light, which I'm totally can't wait for that to finally drop, there's going to be some interesting throwback, not really throwback, but interesting deal that's going to pop up. I don't know what yet, but they're hinting at one of the guys for the tower is going to turn evil. Some people think it's going to be Eris. People are pointing fingers at the Drifter. But what if it's not going to be any of them? What if, in fact, it's actually Zavala? And that comes to Kent with this particular video. Zavala has been corrupted. Destiny 2's lore from Myelin Games. It sparked, I'm about to start here in a second, you'll see the image that I saw and that sparked, this fan art was sparked from this lore. Apparently you go into a lot of the stuff and stuff like that and you unlock a lot of gambits and stuff like that. Again, I can't do. If you guys have any kind of lore, feel free to let me know in the description or in the comments down below. So, without further ado, here we go. This picture.
And he turns his back to his traveler. There is an exchange, obscured by the rubicund thrash. He is given reports. Hope bleeds from him. He gives the messenger a token of his faith. They accept it without understanding its meaning. He watches as they leave. There is a hollow place in his center. It is beautiful. Welcome back, Guardians. In today's Destiny 2 lore episode, we're talking about whether Zavala has been corrupted by Savathun, because the new lore tab for the Traveler's Chosen Exotic is very, very interesting. So stay tuned. If you missed my video last week, I did a reading of the Destiny Grimoire Anthology, Volume 1. That's like 3 hours long, so enjoy. And as usual, the artwork at the beginning of this video was provided by Gammatrap. And if you want to purchase any of Gammatrap's artwork,
oh, that's cool!
I'll put a link down below, and that's these cool metal posters that can easily go on your wall.
That's really cool.
This is Myelin Games, and I hope you enjoy this latest Destiny 2 lore episode.
Hit me, dude. That's really cool.
Before starting, a big thanks for all the support on my first Halo video. I'm releasing another one tomorrow. Have notifications on or visit my homepage and see the Halo playlist. Let's start. So this theory about Zavala being corrupted stems from two main pieces of lore. The first is the Ahamkara skull situated near Shaxx in the tower, and the second is the lore tab of the exotic remake of the Traveler's Chosen sidearm. At the time of writing this script, the Traveler's Chosen quest is not yet available in-game, however you can read the lore tab on Ishtar Collective. So before I read the lore tab of Traveler's Chosen, you need to understand the significance of the Ahamkara skull near Shaxx. Now many of you will already know about this, however just in case you have missed it, let me give you a recap. The lore of the Ahamkara skull starts in the Prophecy Dungeon. In the dungeon you hear a conversation between the Drifter and Eris Morn. Have a listen.
Hey, Three Eyes. Shaxx says you sang him a little ditty.
What?
Shaxx, Chunky Titan, One Horn. Did you sing him a song on the moon?
What a senseless question.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Stay off this channel. Should I need you, I'll call. Wait.
I didn't hang up.
Does that oaf still keep that skull with him?
In the tower? Yeah, hangs it over his spot. I wouldn't have tangled with that thing.
Desperate times. This lil ditty. Did it go?
That would be the one. What is it?
Savathun's song. It's a viral chant. It can never be unheard. Now that Savathun has announced herself, relics of the dark across the system have begun to awaken. Tell Shaxx to remove that skull immediately.
Sister, I already tried.
What did that oaf say?
No.
So this song that Eris hums is actually the same tune as the Shadowkeep theme song. Have a quick listen.
That... Oh my god, that's right. Oh.
So Eris is saying that this tune is Savathun's song, a viral chant that cannot be unheard. Eris does not really explain the consequences of hearing this song, but she strongly encourages Shaxx to remove the Ahamkara skull. I'm not too sure if the Ahamkara skull has any Ahamkara will left, because we do know that Ahamkara persist beyond death and can still influence people beyond death. So we don't know if this is a combination of Ahamkara and Savathun working together, or if Savathun is just channeling her trickery through the Ahamkara skull, because, I don't know, space magic. Now this is all pretty interesting in itself, but here is where it gets really spicy. The new Traveler's Chosen lore tab. Let me read it to you first in its entirety, and then I'll break down the most important parts. I push into my ossific den, and he is there. I see him looking over the side toward his traveler, head bent. He is speaking softly, but I can hear him. Anyone who was listening could. He waits for a response, and I do as well. Tense, curious. He stands attentively, this loyal dog of a man. It is no time at all for me, but for him, the hours creep by in silence. I am ready to choke the voice of his traveler if it answers him, but there is nothing. He tightens his grip on the railing. I feel something shift inside him, and a new possibility presents itself. Again, I press against the sockets. The neck creaks softly with my eagerness. Someone approaches and he turns his back to his traveler. There is an exchange, obscured by the rubicund thrash. He is given reports. Hope bleeds from him. He gives the messenger a token of his faith. They accept it without understanding its meaning. He watches as they leave. There is a hollow player. It is beautiful.
Really?
I return warily. I do not see him, but I hear him. He speaks to all with a voice thick with grief. I must learn how far I have been set back. I reach to him tentatively. Strength. I push and feel only sweet, soft rot. I am delirious with pleasure. It gave them no answers. It was a reflex, the spasm of dumb muscle. A song of joy rises within me. Now, Okay, so let's break this down. The card starts by saying, I push into my ossific den and he is there. Ossific means to form bone or making bone, so this is the first clue that whoever is spying on the tower is looking through the Ahamkara bone skull. And of course, Eris believes the Ahamkara skull is linked to Savathun. So the implication is Savathun is spying on the tower through the Ahamkara skull. There is another clue that this lore entry is from the perspective of someone looking through the skull. And that is, it says, again, I press against the sockets. The net creaks softly with my eagerness. My interpretation of this is this spy is pressing against the inside eye socket of the Ahamkara skull, which is suspended in a net. This description makes me think it doesn't really have anything to do with the Ahamkara, but rather Savathun has been able to tap into the remnant power of the skull to use it like some sort of spyglass. So the next question is, who are they spying on? I think a lot of people would instantly assume Shax because of his proximity to the skull. However, the description sounds much more like Zavala. Zavala holds onto the handrails and looks outwards towards the traveller. He also turns to face you when you speak to him. So keep this in mind as I read a couple of the sections again.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I see him looking over the side towards his traveller, head bent. He stands attentively, this loyal dog of a man. I am ready to choke the voice of his traveller if it answers him, but there is nothing. He tightens his grip on the railing. Someone approaches and he turns his back to his traveller. He is given reports. Hope bleeds from him. He gives the messenger a token of his faith. They accept it without understanding its meaning.
Tokens.
It sounds very much like Zavala, not only because of his positioning, but also because people are reporting to him. From a lore point of view, it would also make a lot of sense that this would be Zavala, because Zavala has started to lose faith in the Traveller and even grow weary of the Vanguard role. Ever since the Red War and also the loss of Cade 6, his attitude towards the Traveller has been changing. Another way to put it, Zavala has a lot of sorrow. Have a listen to the lore entry Instability from the lore book Stolen Intelligence, which is read by Akora Ray. Following the events of the Red War and the recent loss of the Hunter Vanguard, current acting Vanguard leadership has struggled to define its function and role within what is an otherwise largely egalitarian and self-governing body of active Guardians. Much like the current popular perception of the Awoken Queen, we have failed to adequately respond to questions about our integrity, competence, and unity as we have grieved the loss of the Hunter Vanguard. Neither the Titan Vanguard nor I ever intended to become politicians. We are warriors, first and foremost, and we no longer feel that we are able to serve as such. In the spirit of honest self-reflection in the face of justified skepticism, we have begun to discuss the possibility of stepping down to invite new leadership into our place, as well as the general merits of disbanding the Vanguard entirely, largely because we believe that this crisis of identity will plague anyone who steps into this role. We recognize that this is ill-timed, and we will endeavor to involve the consensus, the Guardians themselves, and all other interested parties in the discussion as appropriate. I specifically invite the Hidden to closely monitor the situation without my involvement. Should you agree that we are doing more harm than good, please do not hesitate to take whatever actions you agree are necessary. So, the theory is this: Savathun is spying on Zavala through the Ahamkara skull, has recognized his change in attitude, has recognized his sorrow, has identified the weakness in his armor, the loose chain link, and now is actively trying to corrupt and undermine Zavala, and consequently undermine the Vanguard, which of course will impact the leadership of Guardians. Now, just to put a cherry on top of this neat little theory, Erisborn receives a message from the darkness, and the darkness tells her that there is a killer in plain sight. Is this killer Zavala, or is it Shax, or is it someone else? Have a listen to the lore entry Camouflage. It reads, "Now I am hiding the truth, even from my own friend. I do not want to make them distrust the Vanguard, but I am sure that this warning is genuine. and that it points to a threat in our own ranks. There are inflections to this logograph that speak of a killer hidden in plain sight. Well, now you know as much as I do. What do you think? Has Savathun taken advantage of a broken Zavala? Let me know below. And with that, that concludes this latest Destiny 2 lore episode. If you'd like to support the channel and
That is very interesting. Because what I've seen and stuff like that, and what I did notice is, and a lot of the other stuff that I have read, it actually does point to stuff like that. My friends have their own theories. Really what I think would be the most weirdest twist is if the traitor turns out to be a Korra instead, because no one expects her. No one suspects her at all. I mean, there's nothing to back that theory. That's just a fun, that what if it turns out to be somebody nobody saw coming, way out of left field, that would throw everybody off. It would, stuff like that. I guess that's my brother's theory. But at the same time, the Zavala thing, this lore does sound pretty good. I don't know how Bungie's going to do it. I don't know which way they're going to go with it. I really hope I'm able to play some more Destiny 2 off camera and on camera, whatever. I'm hoping I can play some more, especially when Beyond Light hits, because I'm definitely going to play some more on that. I do want to play some more this weekend, actually. I want to get a little bit of grind in. I'm not going to try and get the Solstice armor. I just want to try and get as much season rank as I can, because I'd like to get my season rank up as high as possible, so I can get some cool stuff. But yeah, that's it for this episode, you guys. You guys can go check out Myelin Games in the description down below if you guys like this interesting lore deal. He does a bunch of them. But yeah, I saw this pop up on Twitter, and it said, what if Zavala turns out to be being corrupted? And I saw this art, and I was like, that's fucking cool. I want to see why people think this. And now it makes sense. There's lore in it that basically makes it seem like, it's obvious that somebody's spying on him, because they gave his almost exact description. I immediately thought of Zavala standing there at the railing staring at the Traveler and never hearing anything. So, I don't know. That'd be one hell of a big freaking boss at the end of fucking... Oh, that would be craziness. Or you never know. It's going to maybe it will be Eris. Maybe it'll be Eris and the Drifter. Maybe Eris is Savathun themselves. I don't know. What do you guys think? Go ahead and give me any kind of suggestions in the comments down below. But that's going to do it for this episode of Reaction Week, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, feel free to hit the thumbs up button. If you have any ideas of anything you want to see in future Reaction Weeks, whether it still be this one or next ones, feel free to leave me any kind of suggestions in the comments down below. If links are preferred, it might put you in spam, but I can always move you out of spam, so just feel free to do that. I do check it every other day, or it's about every third day I check it. If it doesn't immediately tell me I have a notification, I check it about every 3 days. Every 2 or 3 days, depending on how busy I get, either with recordings, editing, or my actual 9-to-5 job, or the kids, anything like that. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of Reaction Week, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, see you in the next video. Hey, and peace! Yeah!